Hello, good evening. Assalamualaikum, everybody. I firmly believe that all of my brothers and sisters are really good and also tremendous. I'm also fine. Thanks for asking. What do you think? Whenever you are going to speak in a foreign language, does it mean that you are neglecting your own mother tongue? I need to talk about that because as most of the time I speak in English, not only in online but also in offline with my family members, friends, and also new people. That is why many times they ask me that we, the people of Bengali, sacrifice ourselves for the mother language. But why we should learn English language? When I know these questions, when someone asks these questions to me, I try to avoid to answer all those questions. But long days later, I realized that avoiding all these questions answer is it is another problem because just think and imagine that if somebody are thinking full of opposite of any topics, shouldn't you discover, shouldn't you explore on these topics to that person clearly? You should. Well, it is true that as we are nation of Bangladeshi, we have a lot of things for with for what we can proudly say that we are Bengali. But on the other side, day by day, we are losing our momentum. That is why all kinds of things are completely changed. Let me clear about this topic. Now this is very common that speaking in English is another part of our life. Even many of our parents that don't want their child will speak in Bangla. They prefer to speak in English rather than speak in Bangla. But why? Do they do any mistakes or are they right? Or we are right who always avoid speaking English because of our mother tongue is Bangla. Which one is should to do that? Wait and see the answer. Then I hope that you'll be much more benefited if you get this answer. It is true that if you look at China, at Japan, or any other European country, they focus on their own mother tongue. And very neighbor country like in China and Japan, if you truly look at them, they are really not interested of learning English language. Not only for that, but also they are not interested to learn any kinds of language except their own mother tongue. So that might be a good example that yeah, Chinese they are not speaking in English language. They focus their own language, and the same things with the Japanese people. They speak in their own language rather than focusing themselves on learning English language. So why we cannot do that? That is valid questions. But if you look at the other neighbor countries like India, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Nepal, Bhutan, Myanmar, what is their situation? Their situation, and also if you look at Afghanistan, Uzbekistan, Tajikistan, Turkish, all those developing country, what can you see? You see the same things what is happening in our country. So thus the calculation is that you need to think about the economy. For example, I have something, people will come to me. If I need something, I'll go to the people. Very simple things, right? Unfortunately, with the nation of Bangladesh, we are in a place where we are not supposed to be, because we sacrifice our own lives for our mother tongue in 1952. It is true. In that time, we realized that how important our mother language is. Over the time, in 71, and also many times have passed, it's the economy. If you look at our economy, we are completely depends on European, and we lost the innovation power, as we are not, and also our economy is not directly involved in the innovative something. That is why we depend on others. If we depend on others, what should you do? Do you have an ability or right to run your own self according to your own plan, or you have to do, or you have to run your own life according to their according their plan? That is questions. So last, after we got our own language, we did not give enough value, and the thing is that we didn't improve ourselves in the economy. That is why, if we want to survive, if we want to live, if we want to get succeed, if we want to get ourselves as a human being, or also whatever you call, I don't know, you need to learn this language. Don't compare yourself with China and Japan, because their economy and your economy is not right, it's not equal. Your country's culture, economy, history, and also they are not same. You don't do what they usually do, you don't get what they usually get. So why you should compare yourself with them? You should compare yourself to the other developing country like India or any Myanmar, Uzbekistan, Tajikistan, Afghanistan, with them, because they are also depends on other countries. So language, most of the time, it is also one of the prime reason to get succeed. Without learning a language, you cannot communicate with other countries' people. It is very normal, right? It is very normal and common that in the age of 2024, at least you should have knowledge at least couple of languages. If you know English language, it means that you are representing your mother tongue to the all over the country. If you don't know this language, it doesn't mean that you are respecting your own mother tongue. It simply means that you are just avoiding your inability. So as a simple equation is that if you really want to represent your country, if you really want to see your country, your mother language, your culture, everything to the all over the people, you need to have couple of languages still. If you can, if I can, we can directly do business, study, many kinds of things with the advanced learning, the developed country, then our country will be benefited. A large portion of our brothers and sisters works in abroad as a labor. They get very few salary to working there. If they have at least language skill, they can do a lot of things in there. Successfully they can't do that. It is not only their problem, it is also the problem of our nation. So strongly believe that change your perspective. This is most important. If you don't change your perspective, you will lost your momentum. So my dear brothers and sisters, learn English language as soon as possible. Speak more so that whenever anything necessary and required, you can do that by your own self rather than depending on others. Stay fun, stay hungry, stay motivated, learn English language and present yourself to all over the world. Assalamualaikum. I'll come up with an interesting topic in another day. Till then, stay fine. Allah